Hey guys, it's Matt here, and today I'm talking to you guys about something that I've wanted to talk to you guys about for a while. So, I've wanted to make this video for, literally for a while, for a very long time, but I thought, you know what, let me kind of take a step back, let me wait until the dust settles, let me see what Nintendo does, let me see what online and brick and mortar retailers do, and just kind of see where everything goes. And now I think it's the perfect time to kind of talk about the myth. Now, I know you're probably going to title the video, you're going to dislike immediately, but please hear me out. This myth was not a myth when the NES Classic Edition first came out, right? Not a myth, straight up fact, the fact that it was very, and I mean very hard to find this item. Even when they reissued the NES Classic Edition, it still became hard to find because there apparently were a lot of people who wanted the NES Classic Edition. But when the SNES Classic Edition came out, it, to me anyway, depending on, because of where I am, it was very easy to find the SNES Classic Edition. But, of course, I will admit, yes, your mileage may vary. It may depend on where you are in the US. But I just want to show you guys right now that, yes, the NES Classic Edition and the SNES Classic Edition, or apparently the NES Classic Edition, are not hard to find. At one point they might have been, but now it's not. So I was doing some research before filming the video and while filming the video, so let's take a look at my laptop right now and let's see the different places, both online and retail, that you can actually get an SNES or NES or NES Classic Edition right now. So the first place that I checked, obviously, was Amazon. So searching up the NES Classic Edition on Amazon, I found it for $85 with free Prime shipping. Although I will admit, even if you don't have Prime, I'm pretty sure because the order is actually over $35, you probably will get free shipping either way. Now, of course, some of you might know that the NES Classic Edition is actually $60. So $85, even with free shipping, is a little bit no bueno. However, there are certain taxes involved when you buy the NES Classic Edition in brick and mortar stores. So one could argue maybe with that $8 tax and then more shipping and handling, getting it for free might work, but that still is $25 over the MSRP. So I'm not a big fan of that myself. Looking up the Super Nintendo Classic Edition on Amazon, we can see that it sits at $103 with Prime shipping. So yeah, I personally am not a fan of that pricing, both for the NES and the Super NES Classic Edition, but we do have to acknowledge that it does exist. So, you know what, maybe Amazon isn't the best place to buy it right now. Now, these prices do fluctuate. Prices can fluctuate on online retailers, especially as they get in new stock and things like that, but I personally will not be really buying these off of Amazon, so let's look at some other retailers. So I thought about looking up other retailers near me. I could have looked up Walmart. I would suggest you look up your local Walmarts if you haven't already, especially because I'm sure you can also do pickups in store as well instead of having it shipped to your house. If you have problems with things being shipped to your house, I know a lot of people across the US will talk to me about how they never want things shipped to their house, either because it'll, if it's raining out, boom, immediately rained on, people stealing their packages. So potentially, maybe at your local Walmart, you could get your items shipped directly to the store, and you can go to the store. I don't have any Walmarts near me. I live in New York, and not a rural part of New York, more of a city type environment-ish. So no Walmarts near me, but we did look at a Target, and actually let's see what we can find on Target right now. So when looking at Target, we can immediately see that we can find an NES Classic Edition, and we can find it in stock as well. You could add to cart, or you could potentially have it sent to your local Target and buy it there. So right there, immediately, the NES Classic Edition, of course this is the new updated version of the NES Classic Edition, but still, the NES Classic Edition is available through Target. So that is one good thing right there, and it is available at MSRP, which is an amazing thing because apparently, according to Amazon, that might not be happening everywhere else that isn't a scalper or some reseller somewhere. However, when looking for the Super Nintendo Classic Edition, I assume because the NESs were recently restocked, but the Super Nintendo ones have not been since last year, sadly, we cannot find Super Nintendo Classic Editions at Target as of this recording. Again, you might be able to look and find one right now near you somewhere, but as of right now, yes, the SNES Classic Edition is not at Target. I will fully admit that. That definitely does suck. So we can't necessarily get the NES or SNES Classic Edition for MSRP on Amazon, and we can't get both at Target. Maybe you've been able to find it at Walmart, but really, the only other place that I can think of is... oh no. Oh no, no, it can't be. Oh no, 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 no. Oh no. Oh god. Who would do something so evil? I mean, who would honestly make us have to go to GameStop to actually buy the... Wait a minute. Is that Video Game Devil?
Yes, Matt. If there's a video game god, then wouldn't there be a video game devil too? Also, he's not around, is he?
No, other than being in that teaching tutorials episode, I really haven't seen him around.
Yes, that does sound like him. So, today you're going to have to buy your NES and Super NES Classic Edition from GameStop.
I think this is like Dante's Inferno. Didn't read the book, but I played the game. It was a good game. So, looking at GameStop's website, they actually do have the NES Classic Edition available for $60. And it could also be sent to a specific store. So that's a good thing right there. So boom, right there we have the NES Classic, but let's look up the elusive SNES Classic Edition. Let's see if they actually have that in stock. But sadly, they do not. However, they do have a bundle for the NES and SNES Classic Edition, which funnily enough is $140. I don't know if you guys, I'm not a math person myself, but maybe some of you guys can do the calculations for me, but I'm pretty sure I got this down. 80 plus 60 is 140. That isn't actually a bundle. It isn't technically a bundle if it's just two things put together with the addition, with the prices added together. A bundle usually at least saves you $5, or at the very least $1. I don't even know why they would have something listed as a bundle other than to take away stock from the NES and SNES Classic Edition separately just to put them together, and you don't even save any money on it. I mean, whose idea was that?
Guilty as charged.
Well, actually, that kind of makes sense. Either way, it was the only thing available, so I bought it. So, we've been ragging on GameStop, but I don't mean we as in me or we as in those guys play. I mean we as gamers have been ragging on GameStop for all these years, and frankly, I'm not saying to stop necessarily. I'm just saying that we've been putting them down a lot throughout the years, and believe me, look, I get it, right? There's the Retro Game Initiative, there's the fact that they allegedly don't treat their employees right, also the fact that, you know, their trade-in numbers are, and so I totally get it, right? Believe me, I do. But honestly, when I needed to get this, especially when I needed to get this to film this video, to actually make sure that I wasn't giving you guys false info, when I needed it, GameStop was there. Now, I will admit that there were some issues with shipping. Shut up. But I do have to say that while I'm filming this video, right now, for you guys, I have in my possession, they've been making a cameo the entire time, you never even knew, the SNES and the NES Classic Edition. They've been here the entire time, you guys didn't even know it. But still, my point is that, yes, you know, I get it, we're gonna rag on GameStop. This isn't something to promote GameStop. I mean, if you've seen the videos on the channel before, you know that I'm not sitting here trying to promote GameStop. But the thing is that this is kind of why, and I've seen some other YouTubers say this in a general sense, and I really do agree with them, the fact that we do need dedicated gaming stores in the US. Now, I love me some retro game stores, definitely those as well, but gaming stores that also are, you know, getting these games or these consoles and stuff like this wholesale so they can actually make a profit rather than having, you know, game stores, you know, retro game stores barely getting by, you know, buying games that are $60 at $58, right? And then trying to resell them just to recoup, you know, $2 or anything like that. So, you know, we do need game stores like GameStop. With what happened recently with Toys R Us, it really made me see that, made me understand that. And then even looking up, you know, on Amazon, of all places, me thinking we get a deal there, and we didn't. Also looking at Target. Also, I mean, maybe at your Walmart, maybe you found a good deal. Hopefully you did. But even looking at Target and seeing that they didn't really have what we needed in terms of the SNES Classic Edition, it was definitely, this is my baby, you know, it was a little it was a little interesting and frustrating. Now, I will admit, I'm going to show you guys right now, I did look, as I was filming this exact segment right now, I did look at the prices, and on Amazon, the actual price went back down for the NES Classic Edition to $60. And also, the SNES Classic Edition is actually available through GameStop, funnily enough. So it now is. I don't know if you can get it sent to your exact location, but it's available on their website. So either way, if you guys want to get some of these, if you don't trust GameStop, if you're like, how I've been and kind of how I still am, a little wary of GameStop, then that's fine. You can actually go get them on Amazon. I would suggest, if you really do want them, if you enjoy the Amazon prices, please go down below to our Amazon affiliate links. You can buy them through us. It'll really help us out, help the channel out, or you just don't have to, right? You can buy them through Walmart, Target, whoever, as long as you have fun with these. Whatever you use these for, you keep them on a shelf, you bust them out, to play with friends, play with family, play by yourself. It's okay. I just want us all to be able to understand that we can get NES and Super NES Classic Editions, at least as of right now, as of this recording, and that this idea that all of them are, gone the way of the dodo, Nintendo will never be making any more, as of right now, that's a myth. And again, it wasn't a myth when everything first started, right? When everything first started, Video Game Devil, you were on that.
Oh, I was.
No, you were. You really were. But things have changed. Everything has shifted, and right now, the NES Classic Edition, according to, I believe it was NPD sales charts, have actually sold more than PS4s this past year. That's insane. Of course, PS4s made more money because, they cost more than the $60 NES Classic Editions, but still, NES Classic Editions have sold more than PS4s, and yeah, PS4s have been around for a while, of course, but still, it's crazy to think that these have sold so well. So yes, they are selling well, people are buying them, yes, but they are not as hard to find as some people on the internet would like you to believe. Alright guys, so thank you all so much for watching this video. Please remember to like and subscribe if you liked the video, and if you didn't like the video, you can still like and subscribe either way. And if you don't like and subscribe, I just want to put this out there, and I'm sorry to say this, but I have to say, if you don't like and subscribe, Video Game Devil wins. And we don't want him to win, everybody. So, love you all. Take care. Tune in next time for something completely different. Okay, so, see ya.